on Healy. That would have taken a bit to pick yourself up, but he did bounce back and snapped a very good goal a little later in the day. This is the captain's goal. And Bennett had a sensational last quarter last week against Essendon. This is a good snap goal by the full forward, Darren Bennett. So a little bit of a cushion there to lose all my papers. Let's go up to Carrara, not to talk about Brisbane and Hawthorn just yet, but to welcome Ian Robertson, who went to the MCG yesterday for Melbourne and Fitzroy. How did the Demons look, Robbo?
Well, I think they just went through their paces, actually, Bruce. They kicked 4-8 in the first quarter, missing some easy shots. Darren Bennett was one of the culprits. O'Dwyer gave them a terrific start, and they got a handy lead at half-time, 79-37, and from there on it was just a matter of Melbourne playing out the second half. Todd Viney played very, very well for them. Brent played well, and a misdemeanour just before three-quarter time. John Northey took him off the ground, which was fairly unusual for a player that is a vital player in their defence. But there's big Steve O'Dwyer. I think that's the first goal of the match, actually. And he was a terrific player for them. Not quite as aggressive as he was last week against Simon Madden, but certainly a valuable player for them all day. Lyon delivered a terrific bump, a real good, hard bump on Greg Healy. And to Greg Healy's credit, he jumped up fairly quickly and played out the rest of the game. But it was a good, tough stuff there from the Fitzroy player. There's Todd Viney, who is, of course, a great tackler.
Ian, the hero of last week was Ricky Jackson. How did he perform?
Not all that brilliantly, Kelvin. Just a quiet one from Ricky Jackson. That's perhaps one of his biggest problems. He can play very, very well, but he's a bit spasmodic. Wilson in the picture there did quite well for Melbourne. But Melbourne, I guess, John Northey would have been a bit disappointed because their percentage up until yesterday was only just under 106, and it may be critical for them if they're striving for the double chance. And they really had the opportunity to bury the opposition. Simon Eishold there in the picture did very, very well for Melbourne as well.
Robbo, Garry Lyon played very well in the centre last week. How did he go and where did he play on yesterday?
He started in the forward line. He had a little bit of a spell in the centre in the third quarter, but he was fairly quiet, Garry Lyon. I know that we look at that sort of player to do some sensational things during the afternoon, but it was just one of his more quiet days.
Can you rip through the votes, Ian?
Yes, I'd give Steve O'Dwyer 3, mainly because of his impetus right from the start. Todd Viney, I thought, played quite well for Melbourne all day, and Michael Gale certainly was Fitzroy's best player.
Robbo, good.